Woodman here. It is Thursday, July 11th, 2024. In the 3D world, shapeshifters are individuals who lack a genuine personality, making them adept at mimicking the behaviors and traits of others. They meticulously study those around them, replicating their mannerisms and speech patterns to blend in seamlessly. This ability to copy and adapt allows them to navigate social situations with ease, gaining the trust of those they interact with. By presenting a facade that appeals to the target's expectations and desires, shapeshifters can manipulate others without revealing their true intentions. You have to almost like imagine that they've got this cold interior that is emotionless, but this outward exterior that they're showing, which is warm and friendly. These shapeshifters are skilled liars capable of fabricating convincing stories that portray them as likable, perpetual victims. They carefully curate their backstories, sharing only details that cast them in a favorable light and absolve them of any accountability. This manipulative tactic ensures that they elicit sympathy and support from their targets, further entrenching themselves in their lives. The enigmatic nature of shapeshifters adds to their allure as they maintain an air of mystery that keeps others intrigued and invested. And you can imagine that with people being very sympathetic towards them, this makes their targets easy prey. Now that's the 3D realm. Let's talk about the 5D realm, right? Shapeshifters can take on a more sinister and versatile form. In the astral plane and in dreams, they can assume any identity, including friends, family members, or anyone familiar to the target. This psychological manipulation lowers the target's defenses in the dream realm, making it easier for the shapeshifter to gain their trust. Their ability to swap genders, races, ethnicities makes them even all the more dangerous and deceptive, as they can become anyone the target might trust implicitly. This fluidity and identity allows them to infiltrate the target's subconscious mind, exploiting their deepest fears and desires. I mean, can you imagine someone appears to you as a parent you haven't seen in a while, a child you haven't seen in a while, a sibling you wish you had not had unkind words with? This dual existence of shapeshifters in both the 3D and 5D realms makes them particularly dangerous because by using psychological tactics and strategies in the physical world, they can prepare their targets for manipulation in the metaphysical realm. This ensures their influence and control is able to extend across different planes of existence altogether, making it difficult for the target to escape from their grasp. This seamless transition between the realms allows shapeshifters to maintain a constant presence in the target's life, perpetuating their manipulation and control in a very cruel fashion. Nonetheless, they have their objectives and they have their secrets, and they will do anything to keep that discretion, to keep those secrets under wraps. Shapeshifters often employ things like sex magic, of course, and manipulative relationships to form soul ties with their targets. These ties can weaken the target's root, sacral, and solar plexus chakras, making them more susceptible to further manipulation. By draining the target's energy and blessings, shapeshifters can siphon off their luck, fortune, and positive attributes, transferring them to a copycat warlock, of course, who then mimics the target's abilities and powers. This parasitic relationship leaves the target feeling depleted as well as vulnerable, with their life force being slowly eroded. And I believe we covered a bit of that in a previous video. So, when you really think about it, the process of forming these soul ties through sex magic is particularly insidious because you're exploiting the intimate and vulnerable aspects of the target's life. This connection can allow shapeshifters to access the target's core energy centers, destabilizing their emotional and physical well being, but doing it in a way that's extremely hard to predict and almost undetectable, right? The resulting imbalance can lead to a range of negative emotions, including sickness, bad luck, fear, and even death, of course. The target is effectively sacrificed because their vitality and potential is being drawn away. It's being siphoned off to fuel the shapeshifter's need to feed, right? Almost like a vampire, as they are draining the life force and energies from these individuals. So to protect themselves from such manipulation, individuals must remain always vigilant and discerning, particularly in their relationships, close relationships, romantic relationships. They need to develop a strong sense of self and maintain healthy boundaries so that this can help prevent the formation of not only the ties, but the ability to just keep on sucking that energy dry out of the target. Spiritual practices, cleansing the area around them, praying, meditating, is often helpful because you have these individuals who want to hang out in the energy field. You're doing everything in your power to shut them out of that energy field. You're maintaining the boundaries. But what if these individuals are obsessed? What if they just won't stop? That can be a problem. And unfortunately, unless you're acutely aware of it and you're taking proactive measures on a daily basis, it's hard to thwart the influence of these shapeshifters. You need to understand their tactics, you need to stay grounded in your own energy, and you want to prevent the insidious drain and manipulation that these entities always rely on. By reclaiming power and fortifying spiritual defenses, individuals who are targets can protect themselves from becoming victims of shapeshifters in both the physical and metaphysical realms. Sometimes it might be helpful to just go out in nature. Sometimes it might be helpful to hug a tree. Sometimes it just might be helpful to go out into the ocean. Whatever the case may be, it's good to reconnect with Gaia, Mother Earth, and to always have your wits about you. You want to be prayed up. You want to be walking in faith with God. You want God to be your defense, your buckler, your shield, whatever you need to keep off this parasitic sort of attacker at bay, because these individuals just don't seem to want to stop. Once they use someone as a blood doll, so to speak, for the vampire, then they're going to always want to go back to that blood doll because they're going to go back to what's familiar. They're going to go back to what tastes good to them, right? And the stronger and more intense you are as a person, the more of an appeal you will make to these energy drained vampires. So just be mindful of all that, right? Be very careful because not everyone means you well out there, and you just want to really stay on top of the idea that you can reclaim your energy, you can reclaim your power. You don't have to be a pawn, you don't have to be a victim, but you have to be awake. You have to realize the matrix-like nature of this world. You have to realize that there are entities in that matrix that don't mean you well. But once you realize that you are in a matrix, that you are better than everything you are witnessing, then you can reclaim your power and you can reclaim your destiny, right? In Invictus, we say, I am the captain of my fate. I am the master of my soul, right? So that's what you really have to emphasize. Don't be the people pleaser. Don't kowtow to people. Don't allow people with their unreasonable asks and their willingness to cross your boundaries and take advantage of you. Don't let that be your life story. All right. I hope you like this message. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you're new here, welcome. It's a safe space. If you're returning, you make the channel. Glad that you're back. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Until the next one, take care. Bye.